since about 9 this morning. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. Taken at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Leading the Packers offense out here, the same man who has been doing so since 2008. That's the great Aaron Rodgers.
And it would be interesting to see pretty early in this one exactly where his head is, because the best quarterback shake off performances like he had last week. Way too many interceptions. Didn't throw a touchdown pass. Team lost the game. Let's see if he can bounce back and get things going in the right direction.
He'll be trying to forget those 3 picks, as you noted. Rodgers throw complete here on target to Tunyon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there at 2nd down. These two teams, you may remember, they met up at Soldier Field earlier this season with the Bears winning that one. So they're looking for the series sweep here in Chicago. 2nd and 10 on a chilly, snowy December day. And I must say, I'm loving it. Kind of putting me in the holiday spirit. Charles hates it. He's giving me the evil eye, folks. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 14 yards, good for a Packer 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Again, it's Jones. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Rodgers now to throw. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. Touchdown, Packers! Randall Cobb, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. That time a 6-play drive. And the result, a Green Bay score. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here come the Bears, and at the helm is someone that they have a lot of hopes for leading this franchise. The 11th pick in 2021 out of Ohio State, Justin Fields.
Well, his ratio was good last week. Most quarterbacks are really excited about a 3-to-1 ratio, but it's flipped in the wrong direction. He threw 3 interceptions, not touchdown passes, and he only had the 1 TD pass in that game. So he's trying to turn that around and find a way for his team to win.
Fields on 1st down. This one swung out to Montgomery. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. First carry now for David Montgomery. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. The Bears have 3-9 now on the year. Charles, they were losers last time. What do you think they need to do differently here?
I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on, put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 3 catches, 64 yards.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be a big game.
Fields. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And some room to run now. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That's good for 21 yards on a first down. Very nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these are bare bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche.
Fields hit and the ball is loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. The fumble on first down. Now here's 2nd down. Here's Fields. And all the way down inside the 5 and the 4. Fields to connect there for a Chicago first.
The defensive side did that. He's already taken them back downfield. I love this field general that they've got. It's almost like he went to the defensive captain and said, don't worry about it. We've got you. Now they got 1st and goal.
Yeah, we're seeing punch, counter punch, and this could be setting the table for quite the game.
I like that. Let's go ahead and put it in the boxing ring, right? You're going to get hit sometimes. Can you respond?
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Chase Claypool from 4 yards out. And the Bears are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own.
I do believe we came here to see a game, didn't we? And it looks like he's running what we call routes versus air. You just go out there with your offensive unit and throw the football with no defense. He's 5 for 5 on the opening drive.
He was on his game there for drive number 1, but the only thing is now he can't go any higher than that. He was so perfect. Can he do it again later?
Yeah, all he cares about right now is making it 10 for 10, 15 for 15, and he feels like he can get it done.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This fielded right at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Packers offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Rock and roll, man. It's all about popcorn. Come on now. It's all about popcorn. Pay attention. Pay attention. Who's going to make a play, baby?
On first down, Rodgers. The throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
to Dillon on first down. Gets through and now an opening. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That good for 22 and a first down. Well, that is a running back who was not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the C's opened up for him.
And with a guy his size, you have to know defensively that arm tackles aren't going to fly with him. You have to be able to wrap up, or else he can just brush tacklers aside like they're not even there.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Rodgers rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And they will score. Pick 6 for the Bears touchdown. It just appeared there that the defense, they had that read from the moment the ball was snapped. And not only did they get the interception, had a nice return on top of it, all the way into the end zone for a defensive touchdown.
Yeah, and the guy made the play. He gets the points. But it really was a group effort, wasn't it? How about the coaches? They've got to be so excited. All the preparation, time in the film room, it translated into a big play to put points on the board for their team.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This taken in at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. But partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
From the 22, Rodgers, caught by Cobb. His second catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up 3rd down now. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try and run for the first with Dillon. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 46 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. They'll check it down, complete to Dillon. Through 1 quarter, 14-7. The Packers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. As they got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Rodgers going to give this one to Dillon. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He has it complete to Christian Watson. Yeah, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That 3rd down conversion, good for 23. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you it's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that will bring up 2nd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge.
He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. 25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Packers are an extra point away from evening this one up.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set, and racing going 3 wide is a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed. Crosby connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. So that drive in total 8 plays.
And it was all capped off by a touchdown catch from Christian Watson.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The offense set to get going. Justin Fields bringing it out at quarterback.
5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of the route too.
Back to Montgomery on second down.
And he stopped immediately there.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Still second down.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter.
Looking to throw on second down. Fields. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But third down coming up.
Partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taken right around the 44. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10.
Week 13 here in the NFL, first weekend of December. Playoff races definitely coming into focus now, and we got a couple of good ones in primetime. Tonight, national audience gets a look at the Colts for a second straight weekend. This time they're at Dallas, 7:20 Central Time. Saints and Bucks in Tampa. 14 yards, first down, Packers.
Nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus, and indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Again, it's Dillon.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
61 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Rodgers now on first down. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and first down. Simply put, you got to run more of a fight defense.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Mercedes Lewis, his first touchdown on the year. And the Packers have moved out in front. Now Crosby for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Taking it about the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Fields now to throw. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab it, and that'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now it's Fields. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything. Throwing on 2nd and long. Fields. Man open. That's Byron Pringle complete. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 43. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he will have the Bears 1st down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. And he's going to get this one down to the 30.
Holding offense.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's
Fields hit, and the ball is loose. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this 1st half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this 1st half of action. So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. Now Fields. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
The throw for Claypool is intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers Packers are going to take possession here at their own 33. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. On 2nd and 10, Rodgers. That's complete to Cobb. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. And he will not be able to hang on to the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So 4th down is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. The speedster Dante Pettis back deep to return. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Bears take over.
Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
Now on 2nd and 13, Fields. That's complete to Mooney. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10.
There's A.J. Dillon, such a powerful runner, ready to lead this offense again on this next series.
And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. From the 36, Rodgers.
Now swing pass for Dillon.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down. And that's exactly what he did.
Rodgers. He'll complete this one to Watson. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a 1st down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. On now is Mason Crosby, who's hit from as far as 58 in his career. Now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good.
So we've come to halftime, past the halfway point of the season, and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The lake effect snow set to continue for the 2nd half of action as we are back underway.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Bears offense set to go to begin the 3rd quarter. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? They'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Off play action. Fields steps away. He hits Mooney going across the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
On 2nd and 11 now. Fields. Completion here to Claypool. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 45-yard line. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. And it'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. And quickly, they get to the line. Play action. It's Fields. Rolling to his right. And out of bounds right around the 20. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Did make his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. David Montgomery with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And we are tied at 21. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it was David Montgomery's touchdown run that polished it all off. Taken at the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. They'll begin the drive with a run by Dillon. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up the touchdown.
Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. Well, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. They run once more with Dillon. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And this is caught. Mercedes Lewis with the grab. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there on that first down.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up second down.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On second down, Dillon.
They find some open field here. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A.J. Dillon, 61 yards. And the Packers have moved down in front. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And they will take a 7-point lead. 5 plays there on that drive.
And it was A.J. Dillon who capped it off with a touchdown run. On the return, it's Tristan Ebner from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense? I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Fields, he'll leave it for Montgomery complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
Back to throw, Fields. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at the 34.
The drive starts with a carry by Dillon. Takes it to about the 37.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Now Rodgers.
Throw right side, hauled in by Dobbs.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Here's Rodgers. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack.
Malik Harrison.
The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Another try after the 1st down sack. Rodgers.
Catch made by Watson on the out route. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Rodgers now to throw.
They'll get this into the hands of Dillon, complete.
And he's going to be taken down at the 39 and clearly short of finish by a few yards. So separation there. That's going to bring up fourth down. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. He needed 2, but he doesn't come anywhere close. And the Bears will get the football back. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at the 40. He'll begin by dropping it off to Montgomery, taken down at the 42.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. 2 yards on the 1st down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the 2nd down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This will be fielded at the 17. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score.
Back now at Soldier Field. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Dillon. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. And he's got room. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 53 yards. The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play. Even what was drawn up.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw is Rodgers. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. Rodgers to throw once more. This will be caught just inside the 10. Touchdown! Randall Cobb. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Packers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Crosby with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Ebner going to elect to bring this out of the end zone here. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest. One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, When they get back to the huddle, they have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. Solid coverage on the play by Devondre Campbell. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Fields. A quick throw knocked away.
This is what defensive coaches are asking for pretty much every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And out will come the offense as they take over. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Caught right side. It's Lewis. And down right around the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers had his hands on it but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. 37 yards on the punt with no return. The Bears offense ready to get going again. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. And they're going to speed things up here. And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. From just shy of midfield. Fields. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Going up the gut, Montgomery. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he is going to have the Bears 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, they set the power set out there, and their job is to be man on man and move people so they can run the football. But that time, too many men didn't get moved in the box defensively. They end up throwing it for a loss.
4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Really good coverage all over the field and took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. So a big play there on 4th, and now 1st and 10 at the 30.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
The Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
Fields going to keep it once more. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On 2nd and 7, Fields. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. Now it's Fields.
Touchdown, Bears! Byron Pringle from 17 yards out. And the Bears have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Santos with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago.
Fields it right around the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit. You tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, if they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as well. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
They're enjoying a 4th quarter advantage. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
2nd down, another shot for Jones.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount. He got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. And he'll get it down here to the 43. And the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
So now Fields and the Bears
down by 7. Just over 1:40 to play. They need a touchdown to the PAT to tie it as they come up 1st and 10. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. The Bears moving hastily in the hurry-up offense.
Back to throw. Fields. Able to complete it to Montgomery.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Here's Fields.
And the coverage coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
All eyes on Fields.
And this one's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely four-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Fourth down. Fields has to have this one.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. The Packers looking to get out of here with a win as they take the knee. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.
What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment. No one shied away from it. They tuned out the crowd, kept their heads, and executed the way they needed to earn that win.
So for Green Bay, it's a 4th win on the year as they move to 4-9. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Chicago, it's unfortunately more of the same as they'll fall to 3-10 on the year. And they'll get the extra week to